If you only know Black Friday is the day when people sprint through sliding doors like they're competing for the last raft off of a sinking ship, you'd never guess the name actually started as a complaint from police officers in Philadelphia. Long before flat screens existed, long before doorbuster was a word, and long before stores decided that 5 a.m. is a perfectly normal time to start holiday shopping. And what makes it even stranger is that somewhere along the way, this chaotic, dreaded day turned into something else entirely, a holiday tradition. For a lot of families, Black Friday isn't just shopping. It's coffee before dawn. It's grandparents and grandkids wandering the mall together. It's one of those quiet little rituals that somehow became part of Americana. But none of that explains the name. Black Friday wasn't born cheerful or festive or even remotely positive. So how did the calm Turkey Coma Friday after Thanksgiving morph into the loudest retail ritual in America? And why is it called Black Friday? To answer that, you have to start with a very different kind of chaos. Let's clear something up. The name Black Friday did not originate with sales, or shoppers, or even retailers. It originated with people who dreaded the day more than anyone else: Philadelphia police officers. In the 1950s and 60s, the Saturday after Thanksgiving was the Army-Navy football game, one of the biggest sporting events on the East Coast. Tens of thousands of fans flooded Philadelphia for the weekend. They packed hotels, restaurants, sidewalks, and unfortunately, the roads. Meanwhile, Thanksgiving weekend was also when suburban families started venturing into the city to begin their holiday shopping. The result? A perfect storm. Picture it. Traffic backed up for miles. Every trolley and bus overflowing. Stores jammed shoulder to shoulder. Shoplifting through the roof. And police working back-to-back 12-hour shifts. To them, the day was miserable. Unpredictable. A logistical nightmare. So they started calling it Black Friday. Black meaning bad, unpleasant, dreaded. Retailers heard this and panicked. Who wants their biggest shopping day associated with misery and theft? But despite their complaints, the name stuck. First locally, then regionally, then nationally. And that's when the store owners decided, fine, if we can't kill the name, we'll try to rewrite the meaning. Retailers in Philadelphia absolutely hated the term Black Friday. To them, it sounded like disaster, like a stock market crash, like an oil spill, like something that makes your accountant sigh deeply and pour another cup of coffee. And you have to understand why retailers cared so much. This wasn't just one busy day. This was the unofficial kickoff to the entire holiday shopping season, when department stores made a huge percentage of their yearly revenue. They wanted a name that sounded festive, positive, sparkly even. Instead, they had a name that sounded like the day Voldemort took over the mall. So in the early 1960s, the Philadelphia Retailers Association and several big stores attempted a full-blown PR intervention. They proposed a new, upbeat, shopper-friendly name, Big Friday. Big Friday was supposed to feel celebratory, like a grand, happy event. Some stores printed flyers using it. A few radio ads said it. Local papers briefly humored the idea. But the public reaction was basically zero. No one used it, no one cared. Even the stores who promoted it couldn't keep a straight face. A sales manager might say Big Friday in a TV interview at 10 a.m., then casually refer to it as Black Friday again by lunchtime. The rebrand attempt fizzled almost instantly. And part of the reason it failed is that the original meaning, the police meaning, was still too strong. Shoppers overheard cops using it. Reporters used it. Retail workers used it. It traveled by word of mouth, not marketing. By the mid-1970s, Black Friday had pushed beyond Philadelphia. It spread into New Jersey and the rest of eastern Pennsylvania. Newspapers outside Philly picked it up because they loved how dramatic it sounded. And once the media adopts a name, good luck getting rid of it. Still, the meaning was negative. It still meant crowding, gridlock, bad behavior, and a long day at work. It wasn't tied to profits or deals or shopping holidays. Retailers realized they couldn't erase the name, but maybe they could change its meaning. And that is where the most famous piece of Black Friday folklore enters the picture: the idea that it's the day retailers finally go into the black. You certainly heard the story. Black Friday is the day retailers finally go into the black, turning a profit after being in the red all year. It's clean, it's satisfying, and it's a great elevator explanation. And it's not exactly how things work. Most stores are profitable well before Thanksgiving. Back-to-school shopping alone often put them in the black. But in the 1980s, as the Black Friday name spread nationally, retailers realized something. If you can't kill a name, redefine it. So they pushed the into the black explanation in press releases, ads, and media interviews. It wasn't exactly a lie, just a very generous reinterpretation of reality. And people bought it, literally. If you're enjoying this little retail reality check, hit subscribe. We drop new curiosity deep dives every other week, and it seriously helps the channel grow. Okay, so even before Black Friday had a name, the day after Thanksgiving was already shaping up to be a shopper's paradise. People were off work, kids were home from school, the holidays were coming, and stores realized, hey, people are already out. By the 1980s and 90s, two things happened simultaneously. One, big box retail exploded. Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Circuit City, all racing to undercut each other. Two, the doorbuster era began. Massive discounts, but in limited quantities. You had to be early, really early. That's when lines started forming at dawn. People camped in lawn chairs. Local news vans showed up for the morning show live hits, and inevitably, you got those infamous crowd surges. Not every store handled it well. Some learned the hard way that humans will fight to the death for a discounted DVD player. By the early 2000s, Black Friday wasn't just a big shopping day, it was a national ritual. The kind where families made plans around it. The kind where people bragged about snagging deals like trophies. But then, the internet showed up. When online retail showed up, the entire Black Friday playbook got rewritten. Suddenly, you didn't need to stand in a cold parking lot at 4 a.m. to save $30 on a blender. You could do it from your couch, in slippers, while eating pumpkin pie. Amazon leaned into this hard. They began running November-long deals. Retailers followed, and consumers quickly realized, why cram all the shopping into one day? In 2005, the National Retail Federation debuted Cyber Monday, designed to boost online spending. It was a hit, a huge one. Within a few years, shoppers were getting deals: Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, and the weekend in between. All became part of one long sales season. The Black Friday frenzy didn't disappear, it just got spread out, diluted, digitized, and the stampedes slowly faded. Today, Black Friday is still a huge retail moment, especially online, but it no longer feels like a single-day event. Most retailers offer deals for a week, or two, or the entire month. Some start in October, and Black Friday has gone global. Countries with no Thanksgiving at all, the UK, Germany, Brazil, India, have adopted it. But here's something the spreadsheets and sales charts don't capture. Over the decades, Black Friday quietly became a holiday tradition all its own. For a lot of people, especially families, the shopping was only part of the day. The real draw was the ritual: waking up early, bundling up, grabbing coffee, walking the mall while Christmas music plays. In many families, it turned into a generational thing. Young moms going out with their own mothers, kids tagging along with grandma because this is what we do every year. Not because they needed anything, but because it was a moment carved out of the holidays, a little pocket of shared chaos and fun. For some, Black Friday became as much a part of Americana as decorating the tree or watching the parade. A tradition stitched together not by marketing departments, but by families who made a day out of it. To others, of course, it's a symbol of overconsumption. But either way, the name and the ritual endure. Not because they make perfect sense, but because once something becomes part of tradition, it sticks. A day that started in frustration became a national ritual, and in a strange way, a reflection of how America shops, adapts, and builds traditions out of the most unlikely origins. Thanks for watching and finishing the video before you went to check out the deals.